By order of Lord Gortan, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You having a chuffing laugh?
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here.
Murder? Oppression? Conspiracies? This city has its charms, after all. My mother visited during one of her grand tours of the surface world. She claimed the streets were almost as varied and full of danger as those in Duthcloim. Huh. I never believed her until now.
Yes? I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
Nine Fingers. A name that could make a city guard tremble. If they aren't already on her payroll, that is. She runs the guild, which itself runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nor are we. But I trust she knows the value of collaboration, especially in times like these. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader. As am I. I can scarcely imagine life without your company now. And, of course, I made a promise to help you. One I intend to fulfill. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Are they ahead?
I made it back. I'm here. Thank the gods. Thank the gods.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary.
The
bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
Not my concern.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home. I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world. Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
Before entering Baldur's Gate proper, smuggling or any other form of deceit will not be tolerated.
What are you gonna do? Stand under my steps for any
Village will serve you.
They do that quite a bit, don't they?
Told you about 8 times now!
Daughter is missing.
Gallows. This is a for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
I'd rather not think of it, Shadowheart.
You could strangle them by accident, use too much rope and break off their legs. And if it goes really badly, you could wrench their heads right off.
That felt great.
What a picture you paint. Quite detailed, quite colourful, quite unnecessary.
Come on, open up.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? This corpse has been desecrated, displayed. And there's nothing random about circus clothes. What an end for Dribbles the Clown.
And then what happens? Nothing good, I bet.
And then...
Some tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to of songs.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached. Well, I'd pick this over Moonrise, as delightful as that was. Alan is short on coppers. The counting house is screwing him over. He was willing to hire anyone who'd work for cheap. And I'm nothing if not cheap. Oh, you are smooth, hero. I knew there was a reason I missed you. I need to get back to work, but stick around. You brighten the place up. Heading to the roof. Sort your own drinks in the meantime.
Drink, dance, and song. Two Earth's residents are known to partake in all three, substantially.
Is that so? I assumed there to be little time for frivolity amongst all the fighting.
Eternity is long here. Long enough.
People have been picking that. But there's a whole ship.
Githyanki writes symphonies, craft liquors, paint fresh. Aren't in fierce battle with Gay, of course.
He said it was delicious.
Hold up, citizen. This is a crime scene. No admittance.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
Yes. Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it! Get in there! No, I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats.
I find the locals' fascination with the beach is but a conspiracy for prudes to leer at each other unquestioned. Why does anyone bother wearing slim garments at all?
Stellmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. A hobbyist detective? I can't fault the drive. I read the Boulder's Mouth crime reports like a starving wereball before I worked for the Fist. But you should leave it to the professionals. It's not healthy for civilians to see scenes of such a sensitive nature. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stellmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Ball? That's exactly what I... Wait. How do you know about that? Oh! Oh my! Biomarter's right, that's... It's fascinating. I should arrest you at once. But well, the Baal spawn crisis is the most interesting criminal plight in Baldurian history. If what you claim is true, you wouldn't be helping me here unless you were trying to end Baal's hold over you. Just like the wayward Baal spawn who saved the gate before. You are here to help me, and not to sacrifice me, aren't you? Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I'm glad you're on the right side of this, Baal spawn. You could be invaluable if you can get on the inside. Hells, you might be the only one who can stop this. What else do you know? So it's all happening again. Just like in Saravok's time. A century ago, Baal bred dozens just like you. One of whom was Saravok Anchev. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reverence to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. Follow the trail of these murders. Prove the truth. Use your lineage to get places the Fist can't. If anyone can, it will be you. Or at least that's what the legends say. But before you run off, do you think you could save a few more lives? There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oathbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate, to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck. The people of the Gate are fortunate another of Baal's children stands against him. Walk in light. Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry.
We made it, Lacrissa.
Down right.
What's that?
Only because I had you.
Nah, you'd have been fine without me. But the company was welcome.
What's on your mind?
You wish to consult me? Awaiting orders. What now?
Nothing hurts anymore.
You wish to consult me? A mistake. When you realized...
Always good to talk, my friend. Are you sure?
Yes? You're sure?
Why, hello, lover. If you're sure, take care. I'll keep an eye on this place.
Thy will, dost thou require a new...
What's on your mind?
Really?
What can I do for you, my... Oh, darling. It sounds awful.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to...